I was already kind of an outcast in my school and my community because I was labeled as a skater, and that was not cool. When I did find some success in skating, I lived in a paradox because I would go to, let's say, Kona Skate Park, do well at the event, sign autographs, win money, and then come back on Sunday, go to school on Monday, and be a ghost in the hallways. Skate culture, when I first started, was very renegade, irreverent, music, fashion, attitude. I don't know, there was just something that was so exciting about it and kind of daredevil and dangerous and different. Little did I know that it was so different that it was going to kind of separate me from my peers. When Stacy Peralta created the first Bones Brigade video, it was at the first boom of home video, of VCRs. I didn't think that my tricks were moving the needle that much. I just was stoked to document them. What happened was, once those videos came out, it caused a stir, all over the world, but mostly in the US, and suddenly they were seeing what I was doing as innovative. And I think that's what helped to give me the confidence to keep going. When I first signed on to work on what became Tony Hawk's Pro Skater, I didn't think of myself as a storyteller. I thought of myself more as a conduit for the skate world. It was just fun. I do feel like there was a sense of like, who's gonna buy it anyway? At some point, that shifted, especially near the release. They started letting other pro skaters and hardcore skaters play it, and then it just became known as the game. I see skateboarding directly affected by the advancement of technology. Initially, skateboarding obviously was centered in California mostly, and then when our game came out, people were buying skateboards and trying to learn everywhere. I never imagined that. Nor did I imagine that the people that would start skating because they played the video game would go on to learn some of these tricks that we only put in there as fantasy. Like if you look at a skate event these days, especially a street event, you see these combos of tricks that were only possible in our video game 20 years ago. And now they're real life because that's the generation that grew up playing it. When I think about the future, it's ultra exciting. Selfishly, I hope it's in the form of more skate video games. Companies like MediaTek could take us into true reality-based skating. I mean, the stuff that's happening now with the technology, with the surfacing, with AI, I mean, what is stopping anyone from making a game where you're in it, you're skating real life locations, and the resolution makes it real? I don't know, like, I don't even see any limits anymore. And I'm thankful to live in this age of technology, to see it all come to fruition, because I couldn't imagine when I was a kid any of this. My wife and I, we're of the same age. We both grew up playing Super NES. If someone had fast forwarded us to right now, playing a game on a 4K screen, we would have still not believed it. I don't think real life is this resolution.
You can almost surpass that.
Yeah, exactly. The craziest byproduct of our video game is the idea that it inspired a new generation of skaters to start skating. People credit it with changing their interests, their direction in life sometimes, to that style of music or that kind of attitude, to skating itself. Beyond what you think of the game, those are things that are much more valuable to me, is that it brought people into skateboarding.